Hi, it's the light. It's Angie. Haven't been on my channel in months. It's just been so busy. This year has been a crazy year. I ended up writing a poetry book and starting a new business, so that's why I have been missing. Don't have many subscribers, but anyway, today I want to talk about the homosexual narcissist. And I haven't seen too many videos on this. So I figured, you know what? It's not going to be too much of a long video, but I figured I will touch on what I've experienced with homosexual narcissists. Um, First off, I had a best friend, narc, who was homosexual. But he would actually go around saying that he was asexual. Which I feel like you probably would hear that a lot from them. Or when you're around them, you will be pretty much confused about their sexuality at first. In the beginning of our friendship, he basically came out and said he thought he was gay. He never officially said, I'm gay. He said, I think I'm gay. But, from his behavior, I always assumed that, he was. It wasn't such a shock to me that he came out and told me that he was gay. I didn't know what a narcissist was. I knew that there was something off about him. I knew that he came from a dysfunctional family. So in my head, I was like, oh, he's just a little crazy. But I really didn't know about the behaviors of narcissism. So through time, I'm going to say maybe a year into our friendship, and he was very young when he came into my life, about 16 or 17, and I'm a couple of years older than he is. He's 25 now, but at this time he was about 16, 17 when he came into my life. And I am 7 years older than he is. So the friendship was awkward anyway, or appeared awkward to other people because of our age difference. And that's the thing about it. Narcissists are chameleons. They can blend. They mimic you. So the whole entire friendship, he was mimicking me, mimicking my maturity, the way I speak, the way I walk, just everything about me. In order to get along with me, he mimicked me. He was a virgin at first when we first started out in the friendship. So he really didn't talk about sex. He would ask me about sex because I wasn't a virgin when he came into my life. And I would tell him certain things, but nothing too crazy because it was still a friendship and he was still a young man. When he finally did lose his virginity, he lost his virginity to a man. And every relationship I noticed, whether it was sexual or, a committed relationship, was always drama. He had a couple of fights. Knives had been pulled out. There was some restraining orders done with a couple of people on him and vice versa. It was always constant drama. There was never a happy relationship. One guy that he dated tried to kill himself because of him. I had multiple lovers contacting me please help me, just begging me to help them. And I would be like, I don't know what to tell you because I'm dealing with shit with this person too. I don't know what to tell you. The best thing I can tell you is I'm a spiritual person. I would say pray. Talk to God and leave me alone because I can't figure this person out either. I'm going to say maybe a year or two into the friendship, he started to show or pretend to show signs that he was bisexual or wanting to transition into being straight, so to say. And I think that they'll do this to whoever is their highest supply. And I was his highest supply because everything emotional that he went through, I was his punching bag. I was his dumpster. So I was his highest supply, basically. Whatever he was receiving from me, he definitely was not receiving from his family. You have to be very careful. I think whether you're straight, whether you're gay, or, you know, these narcs, you have to watch what they do. They're willing to do anything and everything to secure their supply, basically. And you are their supply. They're using you. They're sucking your energy. Whatever they're getting from you, they're willing to do anything and everything. They're very impulsive, and they're crafters and lying, basically. So he basically put on this portray that he wanted to be straight. He wanted God to change him into being straight. And this is how far this individual went. This is supposed to be a homosexual man. He's supposed to like men. And he basically was saying to me, you know, you're my best friend, but, you know, I think I may want to be bi. And then it was, I want to be straight. Then there's, oh, you know what, one day I think I want to be a husband, and I think I want to be with a woman. And then it went to, I want you to have my children. He even named our future children. And he went on with this elaborate story, like, oh, you know, how I will have his children, and, you know, I will go on and I will marry a man, and we all three can live together in, you know, peace and harmony. And this is how insane these narcs really are. Don't put your guard down just because this narc is a homosexual. You think you're safe. No. Another time, he did try to sexually seduce me. We lived in different states from each other, and one day he called me and he said, oh, I bought you a flight, you know, to come here. And I flew to where he was, but we didn't go to his house. He rented like a hotel near the beach, and I didn't think of anything. Like, I was never thinking that this gay guy was going to seduce me, and he did. He had like wine and fruit and just all my favorite foods and all set up. And, you know, when we were in the hotel, he tried to seduce me, basically. Like, he put on porn, and I mean, just, you know, tried to pull at my clothing, and it was crazy. And it's a really crazy situation to be in, because you're friends with this person and you're going, what? It's like, you're just so confused. You're just like, what the hell is really going on? And I've even seen narcissist women who are straight will seduce you. They will seduce you. If you're a woman, they will seduce you. They'll go that far. They'll try to sleep with their girlfriends, their homegirls. They will try that. So that is my view of the homosexual narcissist. And I feel like they're really extremely dangerous, because you have your guard down. You think you're safe. You're like, oh yes, you know, I have this gay bestie, and, you know, we're gonna look at guys together, and we're gonna shop together. No, like, you have to be very careful and pay attention to these signs. Someone's saying that they're gay, and the next thing you know, they're giving you the eye, and, you know, they're trying to touch you. And that's another thing that he used to do. I mean, every time he saw me, he would slap my butt. And, you know, when you're thinking this person's a homosexual, you're never thinking that they're doing it in a sexual way. But, like, after the 10th time, I should have said to myself, something is not right here. And, you know, and that's like, they'll do things like that because they know that you hate it and it makes you uncomfortable. They'll always try to put you in this awkward sexual position. And men or women will do it to you, whether they're straight or gay. They'll grab your breast, they'll grab your penis, they'll grab your butt. It's like saying, you belong to me and I can do it at any moment. And they'll do it in public. And it was just out of control. I'll be walking down the street, he'll slap my butt. I could be walking up the stairs in my house, he'll slap my butt. And it was just, it was excessive, you know, and he'll do it around people. And, yeah, just drama. I mean, also, I don't know if other homosexual narcs did this, but he was just like a gold digger, a big time user. He'll try to find men who had a lot of money and just try to use them. I don't even think he really liked sex, and there are some narcs that are like that. They really don't use sex, but he was a good looking guy, so his looks would gain these men, I guess insecure men with money, and he would basically just use them because he wanted name brand items or his bills paid or whatever the case was. But on the other side, he would be telling me that, you know, one day I really think that I want to be straight and I want to get married, I want to have kids. So they will live this double life to keep you. If they're gay and you're a woman and you are their highest supply, be careful, because they will pretend to fall in love with you. They will pretend to marry you. I mean, even it got to the point where he said, you know what, I want to marry you. That is how insane. And I believe if I didn't realize that he was a narcissist, he probably would have tried to actually legally marry me. So that's the homosexual narc, in my opinion. They're really not much of a difference, but to me, I feel that they're a little bit more dangerous because your guard will be more down with someone who is supposedly not supposed to be attracted to you. So peace and blessings, and I will try to make more videos soon.